So hi, Isla. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this short interview with
You're,
me. Um, I'd
you're
love it
welcome.
if you would just say a little bit about you and the work you do, so everyone can know what you do.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. My name's Isla McCrone, and I'm a leadership success coach. So I work primarily with professional women who are sort of mid-career, helping them to create inner mastery so that they can have greater leadership, outward leadership impact.
And it's been amazing working with you on the client generated program. And it's been so good to see your journey. But I would love it if you would just tell everyone a little bit about where you were before you started the program with me.
Absolutely. So a lot of my business in the past has come through company clients where I'm delivering a lot of facilitation and training, and the opportunity to do coaching was being squeezed out a little bit. So I was trying to create greater balance so that I can have greater impact on individual women, individual leaders. So I wanted very much to increase that coaching offering, and that's what attracted me to the Client Generator program.
So you're really looking to make that shift from B2C to B2B to B2C, certainly,
Yes,
and to have a little bit more of the one-to-one coaching experience with individuals, senior leaders, female senior leaders, rather than just working with the companies and doing trainings.
absolutely, absolutely. I enjoy both, but I think it's a quite a different relationship when you're working from a one-to-one perspective, and I'm very passionate about helping female leaders be the best version they can be and have much greater impact by getting out of their own way.
Amazing. And so, what happened whilst you were doing the client generated program? What transformations did you go
Mm.
through?
Oh, there was a huge amount of learning. I haven't really used online platforms. I used LinkedIn from a basic perspective in terms of using it for my profiling, but being able to understand how to use it as a sales funnel was hugely valuable. So an immense amount of learning just in that aspect. But also, I think the sales calls, which are always, I think, sometimes a little bit scary for people. But I can remember, being nervous on that first call, but having the support of the script that we sort of developed together through the program, and growing to really love doing those calls because they're a wonderful opportunity to get or to encourage the females that I was working with to really start to think about their leadership and what was or wasn't working for them, what their vision for their leadership was. So I think that the skill development in terms of, and the mindset shift in terms of working through those sales calls was hugely valuable. And just being able to have an impact alone through those sales calls was fantastic.
Oh,
um,
brilliant.
yeah, so just really loving that sales funnel process and developing my skills in that respect. It's been great.
So when you started your LinkedIn funnel and you started reaching out to your ideal clients on LinkedIn, what happened for you around, getting appointments? Tell us a little bit about what your experience was around that.
Yeah, I think that I was very pleasantly surprised at how many people, first of all, just accept your request to connect, which was, encouraging from a confidence perspective. But then also, really quite a significant number of people very interested in having a call. So I got quite a lot of appointments through the process, and see that opportunity to be able to just talk to female leaders and understand what's happening for them, and where they want to go and where they want to achieve has been invaluable. So I was felt very fortunate that the funnel process was really working. My messaging must have been working well and landing with people, because it's been great to have such a great response.
And you've been pretty much booked up with calls, haven't you? Uh, oh,
Yeah.
I know you've been telling me that you got 20 calls requested in one go.
Yeah. I think initially it was quite overwhelming, just working the admin around all of that, and keeping the personal messaging going. But yeah, it was great to have those, it firmed up and in the diary, because it, from a skill set perspective, it certainly moved me through that quite quickly. And I was stretched out of my comfort zone, but not quite into my panic zone. So I was in that nice learning space that felt a little bit uncomfortable, but it served me well in terms of what I can accomplish now.
Fantastic. And so tell me a bit about the wins that you've experienced whilst on the program. What has happened for you in terms of clients you've gained? Um,
Yeah, so I had a number of people that have bought my online coaching program, which involves some assessment work, but also then bespoke coaching for them depending on where they were at and what the results. So that's been fantastic. And I've also had, you know, people buying more bespoke stuff, and I have had the opportunity to work with a team of professional females as well. So that initial call turned into something which was a much bigger piece of work as a result, which has been yeah, I've been very fortunate.
Fantastic. That's amazing. I also love the fact that you've been using this funnel and just getting in front of your ideal clients, so really getting out to these senior female professionals and being able to help them with leadership. So I'd love you to just say, if you know that, you know, if you know that someone's watching this and they're kind of in a similar place as you were, would you recommend that they do the client generated program?
Oh, absolutely, without any hesitation. I think that sometimes we feel that we can fill our diaries with appointments, but this process works. It absolutely works, and I would definitely recommend the investment to come on it. You won't be disappointed. Shelley has worked hard at you know, creating a program that gives you great learning, and the group calls are really supportive and helpful. So you're not only, you know, learning from Shelley, but you're also learning from each other and each other's experiences. But the structure of the program really enables you to come from, you know, if you have no experience in doing the IT side of it, you know, it's very supportive and takes you through that. So don't be concerned about that element of it. So it's really well structured. It does what it says on the tin, and you know, I've certainly benefited from going through it and have a process in place now which will stand me in good stead going forward.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much. Just one last question. Given we're in such an unusual, almost surreal time at the moment, how have you been able to move forwards with your business during this time? You know, have you been, you know, on the individual side, have you been affected by it? But have you been able to find your way forward?
Yeah. I think for me, recognizing where people are at is important. That you know, we're all struggling with adapting to this, not just this new way of working from home, but actually this new way of processing everything that's going on around us as well. So we're carrying a lot of fear and grief at the moment, and just trying to, you know, our brains trying to get around this. So I think the element of sensitivity around what's happening for people, but still, you know, creating that warmth of connection and, you know, being there for people. I've created virtual co-working sessions so that anybody can break from their sort of normal home working and come on a call that's a free session with other like-minded women. So I've, you know, keeping the connection process going through that. You know, being in touch and just making sure that I'm there when they're ready to have a conversation. So all that's really happened is sales calls that were really diarised just as we were going into lockdown have just been postponed, you know, into next month. So I'll keep the relationship going and keep everything warm through this process and be there and trying to, you know, put posts out that are supportive. I'm in the process of developing an online program that would help people at the moment as well. So trying to make sure we maximize this time for being able to be in a good position now to support people, but also for the future as well.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I think that's really, really good advice for anyone listening that's wondering how to move their business forward during this time. Your advice is super, as always, and really stellar in terms of what people are needing, that encouragement just to keep going, find ways of being resourceful and adapt and being sensitive to people's needs during this time. So thank you so much, Ida. I really appreciate doing this interview with me. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. You've been a wonderful client to work with.
Oh, and you, Shelley. See, I can't thank you enough for all the support and warmth and generosity you've brought to the programme. So thank you.
Thank you.